There's actually a certification for
Yeah.
yoni eggs?
Yes.
Wow. So this
Yeah.
is actually a lot more legitimate than I thought.
Yeah.
Huh. Can yoni eggs be used for contraception?
For contraception?
Yeah.
Um, I don't think so. Uh, so yoni eggs, you can actually put them in and then have intercourse, but I don't think that it would stop any of the processes. That these actually would aid in fertility instead
Mm.
of the opposite.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if somebody was trying to conceive, you would actually recommend a yoni egg for them?
Well, yoni eggs are really good in promoting self lubrication.
Mm.
So yeah, I would recommend that.
Is there a particular crystal that's good for fertility?
For fertility,
Yeah.
so I would definitely recommend the jade for that.
Yeah.
That because it brings your body into balance, that it would help aid that process in producing the right hormones in order to become fertile.
Mm.
Yeah.
How do you consider the menstrual cycle when you're using the yoni eggs?
Well, I tend to not use them when I'm about to start my period or during my period, but typically during a full moon or a new moon, depending on where my cycle is falling, is when I like to use these. I like to utilize the energy of the planets and the moon and everything that's sort of going on externally
Mm.
in order to strengthen the energetic effects of what I'm doing with my body.
Mm. So you're more inclined to use them with regard to the moon phase than you are with your own cycle.
Yeah, I would say so, but I also sometimes it's just intuitively using them. If I feel like I'm moving something before my cycle starts and it could help push it out during my cycle, I could use the obsidian to start pulling the trauma down, and then when my period starts, it will shed with the lining.
Mm.
And then afterwards would be a good time to use the rose quartz
Mm.
to,
To refill it?
yeah, fill
Okay.
that space.
How did you come to use yoni eggs in the first place?
So I actually joked about it for a while and I thought it was kind of ridiculous because I love crystals and my boyfriend used to make jokes, the next step is to put it inside your vagina. And I thought it was pretty ridiculous, but I stumbled upon some videos and I did a lot of research regarding any health issues that come with it and other women saying that they have had such a profound experience in using them energetically with the energy of each crystal and then physically to have it in there and bring your attention to
Mm.
that space. It can really open up your awareness to your womb and connecting your heart to your womb.
Mm. So what was your experience like the first time you used a yoni egg?
So the first one I used was the obsidian. This was the one that I was very drawn to. This is the one I did the most research on, and I was moving a lot of trauma through my body at the time. And when I first put it in, my whole body reacted to having something in that space, and especially something of such a dense energetic quality. It's a grounding stone,
Mm.
and all my awareness was pulled to that space, and I was just covered in chills, and I actually started crying immediately.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very powerful, and so I slept with it in. You don't have to. Some women actually put them in and go about their day.
Mm.
I just sleep with them overnight and then I take them out in the morning. But I also kind of ask the crystal in my womb if we're finished, if we're complete with this process, and then I will go about passing it. But the whole night I had dreams about some of the traumas I've experienced in my life, and I woke up crying in the middle of the night. It was a very emotional experience for me to feel the trauma being pulled out
Mm.
and put into this stone.
Mm.
Yeah.
So there was a strong sense of the healing that was occurring.
Mhm. Definitely.
Wow. So what's the maintenance look like for yoni eggs?
So when you first get a yoni egg, it's very important to clean it before you use it. So what they recommend is to boil water set it aside to let it cool for a little while, and then put the Yoni eggs in it. You don't want to crack the crystals, so you want to let the water cool for a little bit. But after each use, not only is it important to energetically clear them, but you should actually clean them off. So I immediately rinse them, and then I put them outside to energetically cleanse them, and then I use witch hazel to sterilize them, and then I rinse the witch hazel off of it.
Okay.
And I let them sit out to dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like a little nest, like a little bird's nest outside?
I have a planter. It goes into a planter. Yeah. I put all my trauma into the earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to plug this vendor, so where...
Actually, there is.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, what is it?
Well, the reason is that they're really expensive and hard to find, the variety pack. I went on Etsy and dug through and found a woman who sells variety packs, which is what I was looking for. I didn't want the same crystal.
Right.
And she provides little descriptions with each of the eggs, and you want to buy from someone who is 100% natural and genuine and certified to sell Yoni eggs, so that you know that there's not a coating on them that's going to leak into your system. So you have to make sure that they're certified Yoni eggs.
There's actually a certification for Yoni eggs?
Yes.
Wow. So this is actually a lot more legitimate than I thought.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, thank you for sharing your Yoni eggs. Appreciate you coming by.
Yeah.
And thanks for watching.
Should we do a demonstration?
You want to?
No.